Hi everyone, my name is Miss Sarah. I'm a prevention educator here at SCASA. SCASA stands for Schoharie County Council on Alcoholism and Substance Abuse. For today's lesson, I'm going to go ahead and take my mask off because I am in my office by myself. So this year is a little differently, guys. We are going to be learning our SCASA lessons virtually due to what's going on in the world, okay? So you will be seeing videos of me for 8 weeks, and throughout those 8 weeks, we will be discussing 8 different topics that will help us make healthy choices to be successful throughout our lives. So let's go ahead and get into our first lesson. It's about setting reachable goals. So think about that for a moment. What does it mean to have a goal? Or in other words, what is a goal? I know you've all heard of it before, so think for a moment. Who could have left these paw prints all over? Hello. Well, hello. Excuse me for a moment, class. We seem to have an unexpected visitor with us today. Hi, everybody. It's nice to meet you. I like to wag my tail. That's why my name's Wagner. Before we moved, I was in school to learn how to make good choices, to make friends, and to be healthy. Can you help me find a class like that here? Wagner, you're in luck, because we are starting a class like that today. Class, would you like Wagner to join us? Okay, Wagner's going to join us. He's going to sit right in the back here. All right, so awesome. We have found a class for Wagner. He is looking to learn all of these topics as well. So let's get started. So remember when I asked you what a goal is? So now, what is a goal? What do we know about them? Okay, think for a moment about that. Okay, we set goals all the time, right? We achieve them all the time. There's certain steps that we have to do in order to reach a goal. So a goal is something we want to achieve in the near future. Okay, something we want to do. Okay, so see here, there's 4 steps, but today we're going to be talking about 6 steps that will help you reach your goal. So again, a goal is something you want to do or achieve in the near future. All right, class, so what I would like you to do is pull out your workbook if you have the electronic copy. If not, don't worry about it. Just go ahead and follow along with us, okay? So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be helping Wagner reach his goal, okay? Using these 6 steps that we're about to identify, okay? Alrighty, so now we're going to have some fun and we're going to help Wagner reach his goal by going through the maze and looking at all of Wagner's pictures that will help give us a clue to help Wagner fill in the missing words, okay? Because we need to know what these 6 steps are in order to reach a goal, right? So let's start with the first box. Go ahead and follow along with me, okay? So we have our finger or pencil, whatever copy you have, on the bottom of step 1 box, okay? So follow along the path, stay on the path, and where does that bring us? Okay? That brings us to the picture where Wagner says, I will learn to catch a frisbee, okay? So what is this picture telling us? So the first step has the word it in it, but I wonder what the first word is. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to help Wagner identify the missing words for each of these steps. So again, he says, I will learn to catch a frisbee. So Wagner is naming his goal. That is the first step in order to reach your goal, is name it. Okay? So let's go to the second box. Follow along the path. Make sure you're staying on the path. And it brings us to a picture of Wagner thinking, right? It kind of looks like he's thinking, or maybe he's envisioning him reaching his goal, right? Because his goal is wanting to learn how to catch the Frisbee. And here, he's dreaming, he's envisioning, he's visualizing that he is catching the Frisbee. So, what's another word for envisioning or picturing, right? I just kind of gave it away, actually. So we're going to picture it, right? That's the second step. So the third step, okay, let's follow along here. Okay, and it brings us to a picture of Wagner with his paw on his chest. Okay, and it says, I can reach my goal. So what is this picture saying? What clue is this giving us? Okay, there's already two words here. Say, I can, right? That's the third step. Wagner has the confidence and believes in himself that he can do it. This is probably the most important step, believing in yourself, right? Because if we don't believe we can do something, we're not going to be able to do it if we don't have that confidence. We have to believe in ourselves and say I can rather than I can't. Okay, so step 4, I'm going to help you guys out with this one, okay? So it's think how to do it, right? So it brings us to the picture of Wagner. He's got his paw on his chin, and he's looking at each of the steps that he needs to do in order to learn how to catch a Frisbee, okay? So he's going to think how to do it. So he's already named his goal. He's already pictured it. He's already said he can do it. He's had that confidence. And now he's going to think about the steps. He's going to think what he needs to do in order to complete his goal. So let's go to step 5 here. Okay, it brings us to the picture. It's time to go for it, right? So I wonder what word is missing here. So now that he's done all of this, he's going to finally go for it, right? He's going to put his goal into action. Okay, he's going to follow the plan that he has created. So then the last one brings you to Wagner holding balloons. So when we see balloons, we usually celebrate, right? So now that he's completed his goal, he is proud that he did it. So he's going to celebrate. He's going to make sure that he feels good for completing his goal because he did it. So these are the 6 steps that we need to do when we are thinking about goals. So now that you are familiar with the steps to reaching a goal, let's go ahead and turn to page 3. We're going to help Wagner's friend out. His name is Mitch. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and turn to page 3 in our workbook. And again, if you don't have it, that's fine. Just go ahead and look up here. So we're going to help Wagner's friend, Mitch, name a few of his goals that he would like to have, okay? So this is Mitch. Mitch loves to set goals. But before Mitch names a goal, he thinks about all the things he would like to set goals in, okay? So if you look up top here, there's 3 different categories: hobbies, school subjects, friendship qualities, okay? So he has fishing, playing soccer, playing musical instruments as hobbies that he would like to set goals in. For school subjects, he has science, math, and reading that he would like to set goals in, and as well as friendship qualities, listening, honesty, and sharing. Okay, so these are all options for Mitch. But what we're going to help Mitch do is identify what he really, really wants to work on. And what's going to help us is the pictures of Mitch here and also the clue statements, okay? So let's do this together, okay? So I will read each clue beside Mitch's picture, okay? And we're going to circle something in the picture that gives us another clue about Mitch's goal, okay? So the whole purpose of this is to help Mitch name his goals. So let's read the first clue. It says Mitch is curious about this musical instrument. So I know these pictures are small here, but kind of look closely. What clue is in the picture? What should we circle? Right, the musical instrument. So what type of musical instrument is that? Let's be a little more specific, right? So it says, I will learn to play the maracas. So we just helped Mitch complete his first goal, naming his first goal rather, right? So that's only the first step. Okay, so let's help him name his second goal. Okay, the clue says Mitch needs to improve his grade in this class. Okay, so what class does it look like Mitch is in? Looks like he's holding something in his hand. So let's go ahead and circle that. Looks like a beaker, right? And where do we use beakers? Science class, right? So I will study each night for science class. So we just helped Mitch name his second goal. Now let's do the last one, okay? The clue says Mitch wants to work on getting along with others. And it looks like he is hanging out with Carmen the cat, and he's holding an umbrella, okay? So it looks like he's sharing, right? So, right, I will get better at sharing. Awesome job, guys. We just helped Mitch name 3 of his goals. So remember, that is only the first step, okay? All right, awesome job. So now what I would like you guys to do, I would like you to take out a separate sheet of paper, okay? Not on a homework assignment, just a blank sheet of paper where you can do this yourself, okay? It's your turn now to set a goal. And we're only going to be completing the first step, which is name it, right? Okay, so on your blank sheet of paper, I would like you to draw 3 boxes, okay? And above these 3 boxes, I want you to write hobby above one, school subject above the other, and then friendship quality above the last one. And then below all 3 of those boxes, I would like you to write I will, leave a space. We're going to be filling in your goal, okay? So what I want you to do right now is brainstorm a hobby that you would like to set a goal in, a school subject that you would like to set a goal in, and also a friendship quality that you would like to work on. Okay, so I'm going to give you about 5 minutes to do this, okay? And then go ahead and pick one of these categories and name a goal. So whether it's a hobby that you want to work on, you could say, I will practice for soccer 3 days a week. That's really specific, right? Or I will get better in science. As you guys are writing your own goal, naming your own goal, just remember that we all have strengths. And what does strengths mean? Strengths are things that we are good at, right? That we do well in. And it's important to know your strengths, right? Because when we know our strengths, those will help us reach our goals, right? Okay, so that is important. So when we know the things that we're good at, those will help us reach our goals in life. Okay, and it's important to set goals so we can be successful throughout our lives, right? So when we set goals, we have an idea of what we want and what we're working towards. Okay? Give you a few more minutes to finish up your own goal. And then I'll give you a quick example of my own goal. Okay, so I'm going to use a friendship quality that I would like to work on. Okay? Sometimes when I'm talking to my friends, I kind of get distracted. Okay? So my friendship quality goal is I will be better at listening with my friends. Okay? So I will be a better listener when I talk to my friends. That is my goal. Okay? So, good job. So, work on these goals and then we'll check in next week, okay? All right, awesome job today, guys. I hope that you understand that our strengths help us reach our goals, okay? It's important to know what we're good at so we can achieve our goals, okay? And if we're not so good in something, then that's why we set goals, to get better at things, right? So, let's ask Wagner if today was helpful for him. So Wagner, did today's lesson help you understand what it means to have goals and to reach them? It sure did, Miss Sarah. I am looking forward to next class. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Wagner. I'm so glad you could join us. So, if you have any questions, feel free to email us at scazaprevention@gmail.com, okay? Please don't hesitate. Have your teacher or your parent or guardian, okay, a trusted adult, to email us your questions or comments. We would love to hear from you guys. And remember, that goal that you set today, work on that goal, okay? And we'll check in next week. All right, have a great day.